guest tonight may be best known as one of the world's most gifted sleight-of-hand artists. As an actor, he has recently appeared in the films Boogie Nights and Tomorrow Never Dies. His latest film, The Spanish Prisoner, opens this Friday. Let's take a look.
Good morning.
Morning.
George Lang, Jimmy Dell.
Fellow with the airplane.
That's right.
Pleasure. Nice plane.
Beats walking.
The fellow said we must never forget that we are human. And as humans, we must dream. And when we dream of money.
Please welcome Ricky Jay. Thank you very much for coming. First of all, I watched the movie the other night. I love Mamet, and I know he actually he directed your show.
My one-man show, yeah.
Your one-man show. The movie's great. I really enjoyed the movie.
Thanks, yeah. Well,
it's hard to talk about because you could give something away.
Yeah, movies about the con are really difficult that way. But what's wonderful is having Mamet lines. You know, I get around and say things like, worry is interest paid in advance on a debt that never comes due. You know, it's just great to be able to stand there and say these wonderful, crazy
You don't get to say those things in a Pauly Shore movie very often.
It's true. You're the first to recognize it.
Yeah. You also, I got to mention, Boogie Nights.
Yeah.
You were in
nice year, yeah.
Yeah. Did you now when they first came to you and said it's a movie about pornography and the porn industry, were you hesitant?
No, I needed a little convincing. I mean, Paul Thomas Anderson is a great talent, you know, to write a director, but I still needed convincing, you know.
You said no nudity for me. That's the first thing.
Yeah.
And
yeah, it wasn't until he strapped me into a chair and forced me to watch a videotape of William Shatner singing Rocket Man that I actually agreed to do the film.
Just to make it stop? Was that the idea, basically? Please make it stop?
So the others would think a simpatico had in fact occurred, but it was great. I'm really pleased I did it.
Yeah. I think I went and saw your show here in New York, which has probably had the best reviews of any show of its kind. I saw the show, it blew me away, and we talked afterwards, and it's a cliche when you go and see people like yourself. You always think, I don't know how this person does it. In your show, you do things where you're almost made uncomfortable because you think that some other...
That was my plan from the very beginning.
Yeah, because you think that some other force is at work here, and I know that it's difficult to, you know, replicate some of these things here, but I was wondering, is there anything at all you could do for us, just to give some of the people watching tonight a taste of what you do?
Yeah, if you don't mind, I do a piece different than something I do in the show, but a piece nevertheless. Yeah, sure. Do you have a deck of cards? I do.
Oh. All right. Well, let's use yours then. Okay.
I mean, if you have one, I'll be happy.
No, I don't. I don't.
Just carry these in case I'm attacked. You can shuffle them or deal 12 cards from any position or do whatever you want.
Shuffle them first?
If you choose, yeah.
Well, I like to, you know, make sure that you haven't pulled some kind of trick. I'm not your country bumpkin or standard rube.
There we go. Andy, can I get you to participate in this as well?
Absolutely. Yeah. That's what I'm here for.
Thank you.
Okay.
Card trick.
All right, there we go. And then what you want me to do? You want 12 cards?
Yeah.
Okay, one.
Well, no strange geometric patterns, one on top of the other would do nicely.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just keep
5,
track.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's 12. I might be wrong because you stopped me midway through, which was rude. All right.
Maybe I better check just to be sure.
Is there 12 there?
Yeah, there seems to be.
Okay.
So, Andy, what I'm going to do is show you 6 of these 12 cards. And I'm going to ask you to think of one of them. Don't tell anyone what that is. And from the moment you begin to think of it, keep it in your mind.
Okay.
And I'm going to try not to alter the sound of my voice, the rhythm of my speech. I'm going to say, this is card number 1. This would be card number 1. This would be card number 2. This would be card number 3. This would be card number 4. This would be card number 5. Would you hold out your left hand for me, please? Up, palm up, that's 6. Place your other hand on top. Are you thinking of one? Good. May I borrow your hand, Conan, for the remaining 6?
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, if you place your hand on top.
Okay.
Good. I'm actually going to try to make the card you're thinking of leave this group of cards. I know that sounds strange, but take your hand away, and I believe that has happened. Now, instead of 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I appear quite foolish. Put them back in your hand. You really do have to concentrate on the card. Maybe you should be sitting in the evil chair for this, but if you do, this should work.
Okay.
Have you done that?
I'm doing it right now.
All right, count yourself on the table. There should only be 5. Count very slowly out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5, good. So far, so good.
Okay.
Have I been near you at all?
No.
Have I danced a fandango on your wrist?
No, you have not.
Have I done the lobster quadrille on your arm?
I don't think so.
Have I tickled your risibilities? Perhaps just
Yes,
for a moment.
little bit,
I
yeah.
haven't got near you at all. The key point, count one at a time out loud onto the table, face down.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
So far, so good. Would you pick them up like they were poker hand and just look at them?
Okay.
And for the first time, would you mention your choice?
7 of clubs.
Would you hand me that card, the one card which has traveled from here to there, and that is the 7 of clubs. Well on my way to the luckiest night of my life.
But I did not take my hands apart the whole time.
The evil chair.
That's very cool. It's weird. Whenever someone else is involved, I didn't even go to rehearsal or anything. When someone else is involved, I think, oh, he must somehow be in on it. I'm a complete idiot. I wasn't in on it. That's just incredible to me.
Thank you.
All right. It's easy to you, though, isn't it?
Well, no, not particularly, no. Did I actually manage to hide the great mental strain I was under?
I smell something burning.
Yeah.
Mama.
Well, that's amazing. I encourage people, I guess you're here in New York. I don't know if you're moving from this spot. Anyone who's in this area should go see the show. If you can't make it to your show, go and see
Spanish Prisoner,
The Spanish Prisoner, which opens in New York and L.A. this Friday, April 3rd, and it's soon in theaters around the country, and it's a really good film. Ricky Jay, thank you very much. That was fantastic. We'll be right back with the Mavericks. Stick around.